We're in winter now.
What?
So you're thinking about the glorious big backyard. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acres. You get to play. You get your privacy. You get your shop and all that.
Did you play in the snow the other day?
You bet your bippy. I don't know what a bippy is, but you can
snow
bet it.
days in Texas.
Delightful.
I will say I was on Zoom with most of you for the majority of one of those days, but I was looking out the window.
Yeah.
The kids tried the cookie sheet sleds. They tried to tow each other around behind the go-kart. They used the pickleball court as basically an ice rink. My son is a pretty good baseball pitcher, and he was tattooing people with snowballs. I had to run outside and be like, dude, you cannot throw a snowball that hard. But it was like wet snow, so it was good snowball snow, right? They built a really pathetic snowman. But yes, we use the heck out of our big backyard on the snow day for sure.
Well, so I guess I was wondering, what are ways or things, best practices to prepare my land for snow? Are there things I need to consider? Having a home on land, like you got to manage weather.
Yeah, I would dampen the manage. Like it's not this huge burden. I think having a big backyard is an absolute blessing. Yeah, there's some stuff you can do to enjoy it more. Like we did a video, you can check it out on the YouTube channel, like how to prepare your big backyard for winter. And one of the things I'm always so glad we do, and if I don't do it, I'm always mad at myself, is like we put down winter ryegrass.
Yeah.
So in the late summer when it's cooling off, but it's still warm enough at night for those seeds to grow, we throw down winter rye. So here in North Texas, basically annual winter rye is your best bet. You could do perennial, meaning it comes back every year, but it's not going to come back most years. That annual winter rye for under $100, you could cover an acre and a half, and then it just depends on how much land you have. And you're going to have that really bright green, pretty beautiful, thinner but taller grass. And so in my yard, I know every winter we get these muddy areas that hold water because we get more water. So that's where my priority is, to have this winter rye in those areas so the kids aren't bringing mud all in the house. So that's one of them. You know, clean out your fire pit. We've been using the heck out of the fire pit. Annual tradition, burn all the Christmas boxes and wrapping paper. Nice. Always a blast. If you do the real tree, nothing burns more dangerously and gloriously than a dried out Christmas tree. We do bonfires and s'mores and dinner on a stick and all sorts of things this time of year. I cook outside more because it's not ragingly hot. I'd rather have a giant jacket on and be at the smoker or the grill or the griddle than sweating my face off. So those are some of the things we're doing to enjoy the big backyard this time of year. And you should too. If you're not enjoying your yard in that way, take some of those as a tip, even though it's cold. Let's get a fire going out there. Let's gather around it with friends, family. Let's cook something. Let's enjoy a treat. Or let's just stare at nature's television, a glorious fire. But also get away from the mud. Other thing we talked about as we prepped was get your lighting right because it gets dark so much earlier. So glad we did that. Girls had some friends over. They were out there playing volleyball after dark the other night, and I was just sitting there going, I'm so glad. It's a simple, cheap light. I'm so glad we took the time to set that up above the basketball court so it's high enough to light up that whole deal. So enjoy your land even in winter with a couple of quick tips and just be experimental. Enjoy it all. Folks, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, whether that's in a neighborhood or on some land, we are committed to adding value in your life. Maybe it makes sense for us to work together. Maybe it doesn't. But start with the phone call, 214-310-0008, or check us out online. We're going to add some value in your life, and then we'll decide if now's the time or we're the right fit and all those things later. But start that conversation now. 214-310-0008 or
ToddTremoneyTeam.com.
And make sure you do not forget.
Google Todd Tremoney and check out over 700 5-star reviews.